Mars in Cancer, how it shapes your personality and life. With Mars in Cancer, your will to act is at the mercy of your intense moods, but when you find ways to act in sync with your emotions, you move others to tears or laughter. Mars in Cancer and acting. Mars Cancer people play on and with emotions, making many of them natural performers. Actress Penelope Cruz, Taurus with Mars Cancer, says of her childhood, "I remember playing with some friends, and being aware that I was acting playing with them. I would think of a character, and pretend to be someone else." Penelope continues, "My parents also took me to ballet school. And there, I was able to start communicating those feelings or emotions. I danced for so many years." On the stage of life, Mars in Water sign Cancer, acts within the atmospheres of feeling. Mars Cancer, then acts with a hypersensitive awareness of reactions. And sometimes that's unsaid. Like sensing a pair of judging or critical eyes. Actress Vivien Leigh, Scorpio Sun with Mars Cancer, said, "Every single night, I'm nervous. You never know how the audience is going to react." Anger management. Your sense of timing is guided by your ability to tune into the emotional scene. Unlike those that push to get reactions, you're one to back off when you sense someone is about to lose it. This is a fine trait to have, as it saves you from getting into a lot of needless conflicts. Sometimes, though, it can lead to becoming too passive in situations that call for confrontation. If you're in a toxic pattern with someone, your strategy can be a defensive, and yet, all the while you're building up ire, until it can't be contained and have an emotional outburst. That's why some Mars Cancers seem to take a lot of abuse in a relationship, before breaking up berserker style. Mars Cancers tend to hold on to slights and resentments, while not necessarily being open about it, and then finally acting in a dramatic way that others don't see coming. You crave emotional honesty, and will pick up on discord right away. You act to secure your life and relationships. A big draw is family, an intimate circle of friends, and a sense of place where you live. Your sexuality is enveloping, nurturing, seductive and emotional. You're fiercely protective of those you love. Children are a source of inspiration for play and freely expressing emotions. CRABWISE actions. You keep it cool until the moment is right. Others may not know what you're planning until you actually do it. Like the crab, you prefer to sidestep up to new activities and people, rather than go toward them directly. You circle around what you want, look for inroads, and test the waters carefully. It's hard for you to fake interest if your heart's not into it. Your vitality fluctuates, and sometimes you're inhibited by insecurity. But you move mountains, with this cardinal Mars, when the mood hits. Moving with your feelings, like with dance, is a great way to wring out all that intensity. Mars Cancers like to move in all kinds of waves, like the aquatic kind. Stephen Patrick Morrissey, formerly of the Smiths, Gemini Sun with Mars Cancer, has said this, "I swim when I can, but I don't work out." With Mars Cancer, you go with the flow. And if you don't feel like doing something, you clam up until the waters feel right again. Their personal needs. Creative and passionate, Mars Cancers know what they want in life. They are also sensitive to the other's needs. With a good memory and a creative imagination, they will take their projects to the finish line. But they need to stop being so paranoid, or their security is going to be compromised. Because they are so intense, their moods will often change. Anger will be felt at a higher level, so problems with digestion are not impossible. They will suppress this feeling, and end up suffering physically. When they will make a decision, it will be based on their mood at that point. And they will sometimes regret what they have done or said. Mars Cancers want kids, but don't expect them to vocalize their wishes. They will always expect their partner to guess what they want. Because they are very loyal and trustworthy, they want the same from their partner. Not to mention they are sensual and believe in true love. When these guys are making love, they are involved emotionally too. If they aren't next to someone affectionate and romantic, they become depressed. Don't get scared if they sometimes cry, as it's normal for them to release emotions like this. Not the most adventurous people, they will still make efforts to satisfy their partner. Traditionalists and conservative. It's unlikely they will sleep with too many people. Mars Cancers put their desires and emotions in the same place. Sex for them is a way for two people to prove their love. Out of all the Mars signs, they are the most sentimental and protective. They need complete devotion from their lover, if they are to get to bed. They can make anyone feel like there's no one else in the world, when they are making love. The Mars in Cancer man. The Mars Cancer man loves to stay in bed and cuddle. He likes holding a woman in his arms. And ladies who end up with him always feel protected. He can calm anyone, which means many will look for his company. As soon as he has committed, expect him to be forever loyal. Although Mars can make him feel like emotions have too much control over his life. A partner who takes over in bed would be perfect for him, because he wouldn't feel the pressure of performing. Not to mention, he likes to be submissive when having sex. But his partner needs to be careful not to hurt his ego when he displays his submissive side. He's very sensitive, so laughing, shaming him is not a good idea. He will never forget how he has been hurt, so this guy needs to be cared for with affection, especially when the tough Mars influences him the most. The Mars in Cancer woman. The Mars Cancer woman could be a great psychologist, because she knows how to comfort people. She's the type who'll bring pictures of her entire family to work. She wants to feel comfortable wherever she may go, and if she can't, she'll become nasty. But she needs to be careful not to get stuck in an unhealthy routine. While it may seem like she's getting everything she wants from all of her rituals, these can impede her from going beyond her limits. It wouldn't matter if she would have children or not, she would still have her motherly instincts activated. That's why she would be a great teacher or therapist. The Mars Cancer woman likes to plan and organize. The parties hosted by her are incredible. She would be more efficient if she would make friends who have the same interests as her. But in order to make friends, she needs to go out more. A Leo would always keep her entertained. Difficulties to overcome. Mars Cancers can take words of others too personally, and become defensive each time someone tells them something. They will imagine everything people say is directed at them. And this can cause problems in their relationships. It's because they are never too confident, and their sensitivity is at high levels. You can't expect them to be predictable, because their moods are terrible, and they change very often. They will confuse others and themselves, when their brain will tell them to do one thing, and their heart and senses will want something completely different. Mars in a water sign means also depression, because of all the moods. Mars Cancers need to be alone to refresh their energies. Just like Mars Tauruses, they can't be rushed when making a decision. Also, they wouldn't dare to ever try new and untested methods. They prefer to stick with what they know all the time.